I'm Jody Dean, Mr. Hunting the Dead. That one right there gets my attention. Something this is going to grab me.
It's time to turn shit up a notch with the warlock. It's time to turn shit up a notch with the...
You ever been scratched or touched?
Yes, on the back of the neck.
Did you do that?
What was that?
Do what? Hunting the dead! Hunting the dead!
Demonic. 666.
Whoa! Hunting the dead! Hunting the dead!
Let's go turn shit up a notch. Right now I'm here at Dade Battlefield, and as I'm pulling up to the place, I can't help but not feel the energy of what's about to come. This is a historic place, and we are in the month of December. The battle happened in the early 1800s in December. Okay, so right now I'm walking up to the battlefield, which, you know, events took place over this entire land that we're on. But over here is where the battle started. The first shot took place right over there where that marker is, and that's where I'm going to right now. Okay, so this is where the first shot would have taken place. This is where the battle began, and it goes all the way down that trailway. I don't know what happened at the second marker. We're gonna find out. But again, this place is huge. They've made it into a place where you can come and hang out. There's a park over there. There's places to have picnics and celebrations. There's a little visitor center over there where you can find out information about this place, as well as you guys can Google it and check out what Wikipedia says. The scene of ambush remained deserted for 7 weeks. Finally, on February 20th, well, that's Alicia's birthday, 1836, not her birthday, an expedition under General Gaines arrived here, identified the bodies, and gave them proper burial with military rites, placing officers' bodies on the east side of the trail and the enlisted men into 2 graves within the redoubt. The small cannon was retrieved from a nearby pond in which the Seminoles had thrown it. They mounted it and muzzled down as a monument to the dead. Almost 6 years later, on August 15th, 1842, the officers and men of the Army contributed funds to pay for a second interment, and Dade's silent command now rests in the National Cemetery at St. Augustine. Okay, right now walking up to the second marker. The second phase of this battle lasted to about 2 p.m. and approximately 108 men at this point had died. Yeah, you see a little bridge up here. And there is water, so we all know what that means. Water fuels spirit energy, and right here there is a lot of it running through here. I'm sure as weather conditions, wind, rain, and things like that, this water probably flows pretty well. Cool little bridge here. I'm going to go ahead and say this has been here almost since 1820. It's a little bit heavier over here, man. I feel like so much death took place in this area. the other bridge.
Within and around this barricade, a war began. It was December 28th, 1835.
You know, I bet you anything if we got some mud boots on, some of those tall boots, and the shovel, and got down here and just sifted and dug and dug and sifted, we'd find all kinds of war relics. My name's Jody. I've traveled quite a ways to come communicate with the soldiers, with the Indians, with those who lost their lives here on this battlefield today. Will you speak with me? What happened here on this field? Are there any spirits here around us right now that have a message? It's actually very quiet right now, but I feel something here. Can you tell me how many spirits are around us right now? I didn't hear a lot come through the spirit box, but I'm starting to feel a lot more. Again, I really felt so much by the gates when I was just standing out there getting a couple shots. As I walk in this area, I feel more of a darkness, and with that darkness, I don't mean something demonic. I mean of death, a lot of death. As I walk through here, I can't help but feel I'm walking across a possible body, a relic. Something is underneath my feet. I mean, we're surrounded by a war. Is there something here that can touch this bear? If you touch it, you can make it go off. That will let us know that you are in the proximity of where we are. Wow. Good job. The harder you touch that bear, the more force you use, the more energy you use, the longer that meter will go off and the louder it will go off. Very good. Keep doing it. Do you know that our intentions for communicating with you are pure? We truly want to contact the dead, to honor the spirits and giving them a voice. Stars and stripes, man, that is going off fiercely. No way. It's not stopping either. And it stopped. It's really cold out here, so it's hard to tell if you're by me. Maybe you can give us some kind of sign other than the bear.
For the past 100 years, Seminole people had made their homes in the Florida wilderness, but Andrew Jackson had told them they must give it up. They must move to a distant land called Oklahoma. They had sold their land, he said. They did not own a piece as big as a blanket.
Alicia just set the meter down by the bear, and not only is the bear going off, but the EMF detector is going off. Right now, I almost feel like we should throw a spirit box in the equation, but we're just going to ride out these EMF hits. Obviously, one's not making the other go off. A spirit is making these go off. As you see right now, nothing's manipulating it. There we go. That is you. That is all your spirit energy. This is truly phenomenal, guys. Wow. Can you do it one more time before we walk away from this? This is groundbreaking. Bear breaking.
White man called me Jumper. For 100 years, black men and black women came to us from slavery.
They say right here a lot of Indians withdrew and a lot of men were killed by a fire that broke out in the woods. And you got to imagine back then there wasn't any kind of roads or walkways. This was all severely high brush. There was a lot more trees, a lot more terrain to get through back then. This war wouldn't have been as easy as it would be now. Well, it'd probably be even harder because it'd be harder to hide. I want you guys to look at this gnarly sign right here. How cool is that?
Then the slave catchers caught up with the black men, women, and children and said they were slaves. And with their guns, they took them. We fought them. White men died. Seminoles died.
Can you imagine having nothing but something like this to hide behind as a barrier, as like a little bunker?
And then the soldiers came. And then there came a time when they told us, the Seminoles, that there was no longer room in Florida for the Indians. They spoke of a land beyond the sunset called Oklahoma. And they said that we must go there. I ask you, can a man tear his heart from his home without bleeding?
From his home without bleeding?
Behind me stands a live ancient oak tree. This oak tree is so old, it's one of the oldest standing trees in the state of Florida. It provides shade for millions across the state. These trees are absolutely amazing. The roots are so deep rooted. This tree is 3D. You can see it from afar. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Okay, so off camera, my wife was just laughing at me. I did a little bit of meditation at this tree, and I just kind of tried to absorb some of the history and energy from this tree. And that said, taking something from it, I want to give something back. So I'm going to make an offering. I'm going to give it one of my necklaces that one of my fans gave to me, and I'm going to leave it here. And this is my gift to the tree, to Dade Battlefield. So I'll just go ahead and I'll tuck it in here so where somebody won't come and just take it or mess with it. And a part of me will always be with this tree here, hopefully. That is my intention, that is my plan. There's a lot of power here, man. There's a lot of history. I mean, I'm touching hundreds, possibly thousands of years right here. And I have to tell you, you can feel it. It's very exhilarating. It's vibrant. Back in the day, I would have attempted to climb this tree. Now, 35 years old, I'm a little hesitant. That said, I'm happy to be here today at Dade Battlefield and experience what we have, because we did capture some paranormal activity, but learning about the history has been so rich. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, leave comments below, be sure to share, and grab your Hunting the Dead hats, guys. Just fork over $30 to paypal.me/huntingthedead, and I will send you one of these hats. And that said, there's only one thing left to say, guys. Until next time, sweet nightmares.
I'll be your